Good evening. I'm Rupsha Sengupta from OrissaTV.in, bringing you today's news from Orissa. First, the headlines. Tremors drive people out of their house as earthquake hits north and northeastern parts of the country, including Orissa, this morning. House panel asks Centre to consider allocation of Utkal E-Coal block in Orissa to NALCO, says it's crucial for company's expansion plans. GST bill passed in Lok Sabha amid opposition walkout. BJD members say they didn't get enough time to move amendments. Commemorative postage stamp and coins will be issued in the name of legendary Orissa leader Biju Patnaik next year. And preliminary investigations reveal that the injections used in Bolangir hospital were duplicate or substandard in nature. Now, the details. An earthquake with its epicenter at Pokhara in Nepal drove the denizens of North and Northeast Indian states, including Orissa, out of their house at 11:44 a.m. The quake reached 7.5 magnitude on Richter scale. The intensity was felt mostly in Bihar, West Bengal, UP, Delhi and NCR regions. Tremors were felt in many parts of the state, including Cuttack, Bhubaneswar, Puri, Jagatsinghpur, Kendrapara for a few seconds. While some found the building swaying, others saw the furniture shaking only to realize seconds later that it was an earthquake. As soon as the realization dawned, people started to run out of their homes. Within minutes, people of multi-rise office buildings had moved out to safety. Residents of the apartments too reacted in similar fashion. Special Relief Commissioner P.K. Mohapatra said that major damage may not have occurred as the intensity was low in Orissa. A parliamentary panel has asked the central government to consider the allocation of Utkal E-Coal block in Orissa to aluminium major NALCO, as it is crucial for the company's expansion plans. A standing committee on coal and steel chaired by Rakesh Singh in its report has said the committee feels that allocation of Utkal E-Coal block to NALCO is very crucial for the company in carrying out its expansion plans. The committee therefore strongly urges the government to favorably consider it. The Utkal E-Coal block is among the 204 de-allocated by the Supreme Court in September last year. The company, which was earlier considering filing a review petition for the block, is exploring option of getting it back on the provisions of the recently amended MMDR Act. The amendments now empower the centre to allocate coal blocks to the PSUs. The report said NALCO has already sent a formal communication to the government in this regard. The company had a planned outlay of rupees 1,181 crore in budgetary estimates 2014-15, which was reduced to about rupees 400 crore in the revised estimate stage. The report added that for 2015-16, the outlay has been rupees 1,142.21 crore, mainly for development of greenfield projects and expansion plans of the company like captive coal mine, Utkal E-Coal block. Congress and some other opposition parties staged a walkout in Lok Sabha after the centre rejected their demand to refer the goods and services tax bill to a standing committee, while Biju Janata Dal members said they did not get enough time to move amendments. Several Congress members, including its leader in the House, Mallikarjun Kharge, demanded that the bill be sent to a standing committee. Congress member M. Virappa Moili said it is not a replica. There are fundamental differences. There is no consensus among various states. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, however, contended that the legislation had been widely discussed. He said, apart from a standing committee, the bill had been discussed by empowered committee of the state ministers since 2008. As Jaitley started speaking on the bill, the members of several opposition parties, including Congress, the Left, AAP, NCP and Trinamool Congress, staged a walkout. The bill was then passed in the House by voice vote.
Therefore, the more you delay...
We tried to draft certain amendments and we have given certain amendments. But it was in a very hurried way that we had to rush through these amendments and give it. And this is a constitutional amendment. You understand the exigency. This has to get the approval of the president.
Why is there so much hush-hush in a simple thing as the introduction of the GST? Madam, I would like to state right at the very outset that my government in Orissa is supporting GST. We have no opposition to the idea.
This is a bill which the whole country is looking at. which will help the revenue situation of various states as far as the country is concerned. And that is why most states are enthusiastically waiting for it. The entire community in the country, which is an indirect tax-paying community, is looking forward to it, and therefore we should not send any negative signals as far as a bill which is achieved through a larger consensus is concerned.
Former Odisha Chief Minister Biju Patnaik has been named as one of the 11 cultural icons who will be commemorated by Narendra Modi government in 2015-16. Patnaik will be felicitated on his birth anniversary next year. As a part of the initiative, a postage stamp and commemorative coins will be issued. A high-powered committee has been set up by Prime Minister's office in this regard. The committee is being led by Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh and will include Union Ministers Arun Jaitley, Smriti Irani, Mahesh Sharma as its members. Prominent icons who will be commemorated this year include Hindi writer Visam Sahani, freedom fighter Lala Lajpat Rai and Rajput ruler Maharana Pratap, while Biju Patnaik and Jan Sangh leader Deen Dayal Upadhyay will be commemorated in 2016. In the case of spurious injections being used in Bolangir District Headquarters Hospital, preliminary investigations have revealed that these injections were duplicate or substandard in nature. However, as a matter of concern, about 1,000 units of these injections have been used in various government hospitals. According to pharmacists, these injections are being used since August 2014. However, the injections which should look yellowish after production are turning into black even before its expiry date, raising doubts over its quality. In order to validate the claims, similar injections were bought from the market which yielded the desired color as opposed to the ones available in the government hospitals. Meanwhile, investigations are now on to assess the side effects of the patients who were administered with these substandard injections.
2014 कंट्रोल वार्ड को दिया होछि
आज
दिया होछि
एटा पर्टिकुलर एमोक्सिलिन टा को डिपार्टमेंट ने मेडिसिन सर्जरी
प्रत्येक डिपार्टमेंट
सेटा एक्चुअली हमरटा डीप ऑरेंज हे गला आ बाहरु हैला प्राय क्लियर हम भाबु छु जोटा बाहरियाटा होछि गुटे रेपुटेड कंपनी से कंपनीटा ठीक अछि बोले हम भाबु छु
हमर जो गवर्नमेंट सप्लाई है सर
टिके संदेह लागछि
360 फाइल ट्रिटलाउट को दिया दितला एवं 720 डीएचएस को दिया दितला तो 360 फाइल ट्रिटलाउट व्यवहार कराई मात्र कौन प्रकार पार्श्व प्रतिक्रिया सेठी देखा रिपोर्ट करा जाए नहीं
इतार हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स रे कौन सी पेशेंट जदि किसी क्षति होईछि एटा भी तमार अनुसंधान करबार लगी आमे आमर तरफ प्रथम व्यक्तिगत भाव जितकी चेष्टा करबार कथा करमु आ सरकार को भी जणाबु जे इथर ऊपर अनुसंधान हो.
The Odisha High Court yesterday completed hearing on a petition of senior IPS officer Prakash Misra seeking quashing of a corruption case against him and reserved its verdict. A 1977 batch IPS officer currently working as Director General of CRPF Mishra had moved the High Court to quash the FIR registered against him by the State Vigilance Department last year and stop the judicial proceedings arising out of the case. Alleging financial irregularities causing pecuniary loss to the state exchequer during Mishra's tenure as CMD of Odisha Police Housing and Welfare Corporation between 2006 and 2009, the Vigilance had booked the former state DGP under Prevention of Corruption Act and IPC. Soon after, reports emerged that Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation (IDCO) is planning to take back land if pending dues are not cleared. POSCO authorities have written to IDCO seeking report on details of its expenses. The company has sought the details regarding the rupees 30 crore given by the company to Odisha government. Citing that the company has paid the advance of rupees 30.34 crore to the state government for land acquisition, POSCO has sought the details of heads under which the total amounts has been expensed. According to company calculations, the said amount was provided for Bittlewile demolition, deposit for development purposes, police base camp infrastructure, trench cutting and construction of roads, and compensation for land acquired in 9 villages. In its letter, POSCO has sought the vouchers of all expenses and utilization certificate. In another letter, the company has also sought refund of rupees 11.21 crore from IDCO. According to POSCO, it had paid rupees 13.52 crore to the state government for acquisition of 438 acres of non-government land. According to reports, IDCO had written letters to both local administration and POSCO authorities warning them that it would take back 1,703 acres of land which were acquired for the project. POSCO needs 2,700 acres of lands for 12 million ton per annum project. But the state government has so far handed over 1,703 acres to the company while keeping the remaining 1,000 acres with IDCO. Sources said POSCO is yet to pay rupees 54.22 crore as premium for the acquired land and rupees 18.79 crore as net payment value of unreserved forest land to IDCO. Though IDCO had sent letters to POSCO CMD in January 2014, followed by reminders for payment of the due premium, the steel behemoth has not cleared the payments so far. Terming Odisha government's move to cancel label registration of 5 liquor companies as unjust and uncalled for, All India Brewers Association said the action would result in loss of business and revenue of the state. Earlier, acting on the recommendations of the Odisha State Beverage Corporation, the state government has issued show-cause notices to 5 companies asking why their label licenses should not be cancelled in connection with the dispute over offer price. The state government has directed the companies to reply within April 25th. The state-run wholesale distributor of beer and India-made foreign liquor in state had urged the state government last week to cancel the licenses of the 5 breweries which failed to sign the agreement for the supply of beer for 2015-16. The breweries are Carlsberg, United Breweries Limited, Submiller India, MP Beer Products Limited and Diwan Breweries Limited, who between them control about 70% of the beer trade in the state. Barely 3 weeks after 4 Ravenshaw students meeting watery grave, a similar incident took place today at Kishore Nagar near Salipur in Cuttack district. 3 boys went missing while taking holy dip in Mahanadi river. However, one of them has been rescued by the local people while efforts by the fire brigade personnel are on to trace 2 others. The trio had gone to the river to take dip after offering worship in Shanichar Mela. While the rescued student has been identified as Bishwajit Das, the missing youths are Soumya Ranjan Sahu and Abhishek Bastia. Earlier, 4 students of Ravenshaw University had drowned in the same river at Jobra Barrage in Cuttack while taking bath on April 2nd. The Daru or holy tree identified for Lord Balabhadra near Jhankara Sharala Shrine at Jagat Singhpur district was brought to ground last night at around 12:47 am. The tree was felled after 8 hours of hard work of the Vishwakarma servitors. The place witnessed visitors in huge numbers who gathered to have a glimpse of the tree. The process of cutting the tree was started after Purnahuti ritual. The Vidyapati and Vishwabasu touched the tree with gold and silver eggs respectively, following which the Vishwakarma servitors started cutting the tree with iron eggs. The Chaupata along with some other sacred rituals will be conducted today before shifting the wood to Puri.
देखु दारू जो छेदन कार्य आरंभ होता पाखापाखि 4टार एवं 12टा राति 12:47 महादारू भूमिष्ठ होती अति भल हिसाब से ऐसन कोण भूमिष्ठ होती जहाँ एक्सपेक्ट कराला से दिग अनुसार यहाँ कराई मोर तो जहाँ जी अनुमान हो पाखापाखि 5 लाख लोक कम देखिक जाई नथिबे.
Reviewing the progress of Navakalebar preparation at the Secretariat yesterday, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik stressed to expedite the under construction projects on account of the monsoon which is expected to arrive early this year. A host of railway, road, electricity and other projects were discussed in the meeting. Sources said 14 out of 20 projects have already been completed while work for 6 other pending projects will be finished soon. Discussion during the meeting revealed that while Malti Pathpur overbridge is likely to be completed in the first week of May, the Pipli-Nimapara flyover is expected to be finished by May 30th. Similarly, work on Gop-Balighai Road and Sakhi Gopal overbridge are likely to be completed in June. The ongoing work on construction of platform number 5 and 6 at Bhubaneswar railway station is likely to be completed by the end of June, just before the grand ritual. BJD MP Vaijan Panda visited Kanhua village under Rajnagar block in Kendrapara district after a fire broke out in the village resulting damages to scores of houses. Panda, who represents the constituency in Lok Sabha, met the affected families and assured them of all help during his visit. the fire broke out in the village on Wednesday, gutting 35 houses belonging to 22 families. According to sources, all the household items are reported to have been damaged by the fire. Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Tremors drive people out of their house as earthquake hits north and northeastern parts of the country, including Orissa this morning. House panel asks Centre to consider allocation of Utkal E-Coal block in Orissa to NALCO, says it's crucial for company's expansion plans. GST bill passed in Lok Sabha amid opposition walkout. BJD members say they didn't get enough time to move amendments. Commemorative postage stamp and coins will be issued in the name of legendary Orissa leader Biju Patnaik next year. And preliminary investigations reveal that the injections used in Bolamgir Hospital were duplicate or substandard in nature. Thank you for watching. Good night.